Okay, I'm joined here by Luke Garrard after a 2-1 win over Truro City. Luke, probably not the way you would have liked the game to go, but what an ending. Your assessment?
Yeah, listen, that's full credit to Truro. I'm never one of them managers to say that we didn't get going today. They didn't allow us to get going. If you as a neutral watching the game today, you'd probably assess it as we were the team that played on Saturday and travelled 6 hours up yesterday. But that's full credit to John and his team. And they've been in games. They played York at home a couple of games ago and they only conceded later on. They played Southend on Saturday and they didn't look like a side that can't compete at the top end of this table. But I feel, again, our changes made a difference. I felt Jeff King come on and was influential. Newton was brilliant. It's class to have him back. And I felt that's probably the best performance that he's served up since being here. Junior come on and we had legs on the last line. And yeah, we got a goal latter stages of the game. I felt our fitness showed. We done a little bit of the metrics and data on them, and their latter stages of the games, they concede a few goals and they concede clusters. So it was an attitude towards going and attack them after the 60 minutes, and I felt we did that. And they always had an opportunity with Johnson Fisher to go and hurt us. But listen, I said to the group, a well done to an extent, but I want them to understand that we need to be better than that. We can't be in a position where we feel that it's a God-given right to not run, and the willingness has to be there.
Yeah, were you frustrated with the way in which we conceded?
Yeah, from a corner, called it early. Need to do better on our duels. Restarts in any division is massive. We need to score more and we need to stop conceding them. They deserve that goal in the first half. They deserve to go in minimum level. I said to the group after about 25 minutes, I'll be over the moon if we're 0-0. Obviously take the lead. The water break comes and there was more of the same. Truro in the ascendancy, and when they then levelled the game, I felt content at half time that we weren't losing. I addressed a few issues, a few things in terms of our start positions, our organisation, winning duels and seconds, and just competing, because that's what it looks like in a National League. And like I said, I felt the three changes were massive. Credit to the three players that come on the pitch. They had a say in the game, and thankfully Rushy's gone and found himself in between the posts as he does and gone and got the winner.
Yeah, you speak about being thankful to go in at half-time not losing, but that might not have been the case. So could we have had a penalty there?
You're going to try and get me in trouble, because then you're going to talk about the officials. He's a lot closer than I am. That's the best I can do. I felt that it was a penalty. The issue with us is we don't go up. We got a penalty on Wednesday evening against Braintree only because we was attacking our second half in terms of area behind the North Bank, and they went up. Whereas the players in and around Abdul didn't. And I felt that you need to try and influence as best you can officials. And I don't think we influenced him enough. He did go to blow the whistle, but he was stating that he was going to blow for simulation. So I felt it was a pen. He didn't. Move on.
Yeah, and to finish, to see the North Bank like that after a last-minute winner, what does that do to you?
Listen, we've finished games really strong. That's come from the changes, and we spoke. Chairman spoke openly with myself and the sporting director in Charlie that we have a real good squad. We've brought in a couple of starters in Luke Norris and Whitey, and we need to bring in more. But the squad at the minute, in my opinion, is the ones that have gone and got us the points. The changes on Wednesday had an influence. The changes today had an influence. The changes against Carlisle had an influence. And we need to make sure that we're doing better in the 0 to 60 phase, and the finishers coming on, whoever that may be, continue to do what they're doing, continue to believe in what we're asking of them and delivering on a performance.
Thank you, Luke.